All right, guys, this is one of my favorite segments called Across the Pond, where we dive deep into what's taking place around the world. News that may not necessarily be at our doorstep, but it can impact us one way or another. And in this case, we're talking about travel. 12 countries with travel rules that may surprise foreign visitors. This article reads, traveling abroad brings excitement, but it also comes with rules that aren't always obvious to outsiders. What feels normal at home may be restricted, frowned upon, or even illegal in another country. From unusual bans to unexpected cultural expectations, these rules often surprise visitors who only learn about them after arrival. Knowing them ahead of time not only avoids trouble, but also shows respect. Here are 12 travel rules around the world that can catch foreign visitors by surprise. Let's see. I'm reading this for the first time with y'all. Let's see what we don't know. Chewing gum ban in Singapore. Singapore is famous for its cleanliness, and one way it maintains that image is by banning chewing gum sales. Importing or selling gum without medical reasons is illegal, and spitting it in public can lead to heavy fines. Visitors unfamiliar with the rule often get caught off guard since gum is so common elsewhere. The strict stance reflects the country's commitment to order and tidiness. Travelers should leave gum at home and choose mints or other alternatives to avoid penalties while exploring. I can't imagine just being out chewing gum and I get tapped on the shoulder and handed a fine, or I get told like spit it out, or I get told go spit it out. That would catch me so off guard. But I guess that's why we read before we go. High heels restricted in Greece. Okay, let's see why. In Greece, especially at archaeological sites, high heels are banned. The rule exists to protect delicate ruins from damage caused by sharp footwear. Tourists who dress up for photos sometimes discover they can't enter certain landmarks if wearing stilettos. It may seem unusual, but it preserves ancient structures from unnecessary wear. Packing comfortable shoes not only keeps visitors compliant, but also makes long walks more enjoyable. Knowing this rule in advance saves embarrassment and ensures access to Greece's historic treasures. I can understand that. No camouflage clothing in Caribbean nations. In several Caribbean countries, including Barbados and Jamaica, wearing camouflage clothing is prohibited for civilians. The law is designed to prevent confusion with military personnel and maintain clear distinctions between armed forces and the public. Tourists unaware of the rule may pack camo shorts or hat, only to find them confiscated or be fined. It's not a fashion issue, but a matter of public order. Visitors should stick to other casual wear and leave the camouflage gear at home. Oh, now I'm thinking I'm about to step out in a cute little camo cargo pants and I get told no. I mean, I get it. If they really march in the grounds and they like, you could see them. I don't want to blend in. I don't want you thinking I don't have no weapons. I'm not. Okay, well, maybe, yeah. No public dancing in Saudi Arabia. Oh, I can't go. Public dancing is restricted in Saudi Arabia, especially in non-designated areas or events. So I can dance right here, but I can't dance right there. What if I dance so hard I now fell over that line? Do I get the respect for having started my dance moves over here and I just so happened to stumble while I was doing my 1-2 into this area? Am I fine for how long I danced in a restricted area, or is it regardless if there was a dance move in that area, it's a wrap? And what constitutes a dance? You don't know if I'm stretching. How do we know I'm actually dancing? I wonder if people like argue those type of points because it's like, oh, I was just, and they're like, no, that was a shimmy, sir, or I don't know. This is different. While music and private celebrations are common, spontaneous dancing in public spaces is considered inappropriate and can attract unwanted attention from authorities. Where's the joy level in Saudi Arabia? So all these flash mobs that we experience out in the U.S. and in other parts of the world, I'm sure, where people just bust out dancing and like having a good time, and it's contagious and pre-planned, and now it serves all over. Now people are dancing all over Times Square, and people will be under the jail. Heaven forbid you do a TikTok out in public, I guess, for this generation, and something that's like something we can relate to, I guess, and it's a dance, a choreography, and I guess you can't do it. Wow. Okay. Foreign visitors who join in without realizing may unintentionally break the law. The rule reflects cultural and religious norms that prioritize modesty in public spaces. What if you're just grooving though? You're not doing too much. You're not showing nothing. You ain't popping nothing. You're just like, it's like, what is considered a modest dance? But even then, modesty is the goal, and they view dancing to be the antithesis of that. So it's, I guess, no modest dancing, just dancing at all doesn't allow for them to prioritize modesty in public spaces. Travelers should enjoy music respectfully and save dancing for private settings or approved events. Nah, that's dumb. Feeding pigeons illegal in Italy. When I went to Italy, I'll be back. I will be back. I will be back. Me and my man. We are going to tour Italy. We're going to tour it down. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to see all the ruins. We're going to see all the landmarks. I'm not really a historical girly in that way, but for Italy, I want to see what's up because I had so much fun when I went. Such a peaceful place. It's left a mark, and I can't wait to go back with his budget this time. Feeding pigeons illegal in Italy. Let's see why. Venice and other Italian cities have banned feeding pigeons in public squares. The rule was introduced to protect historic buildings and monuments from damage caused by bird droppings. Tourists who toss breadcrumbs for photos may face fines, even if they mean no harm. Vendors once sold birdseed openly, but now it's prohibited to discourage the practice. Visitors should admire the pigeons from afar and resist the urge to interact. Respecting the rule helps preserve Italy's iconic landmarks for future generations. Yeah, because these landmarks are huge, and the structures are detailed with all the fine lines and the crevices and stuff like that. So to power wash or to have a cleaning team, I guess birds do their business anyway, but it will be lessened in the specific square where tourists are now gathering to look at said monuments if they're not being fed and then putting droppings on those same monuments that the people are coming to see. So yeah, out of these guys, we're going to dive into more in future episodes, but out of these 5, I think the one that's really not sitting well with me is the no public dancing in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Imagine you don't know and you're given a $300 ticket. What? Like, that's not fair. It should be like a warning system. And maybe they do that depending on the cop. All right, y'all. That about wraps up this segment of Across the Pond. Let me know in the comments your thoughts or any other weird or unique or unfamiliar things that your country, your hometown does or doesn't do that tourists may not know.